Did we learn something, chat? Hey, I'm not sure we did. New content.
Oh, good.
Don't mind if I do.
You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Is it another skip button? Because if it is, I don't want to see it. Oh, are we gonna turn or are we gonna go this way? Just this way. This looks like the old one.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
It could, yeah.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I'm not sure that's the case, but sure. Taste the sequel. I wonder what it tastes like. I wonder what anything tastes like.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Is that The Last of Us? Last of Us 2? Yeah, I liked the first one.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay,
I
sure,
figure
what the
that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is
That's
much
not
more
how
of
that
a
works
fuzzy
at all.
magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I don't know about that. For this dude, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. No torso, no mouth, none of that. What a freaky dude. Scrum. Goo. Huh. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity, Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, what? Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. The first 2 I will agree with. Don't know about these. Heard Dark Souls 2 is the worst one. Might be wrong about that, but that's what I've heard. Am I a valued investor? New features. There's a bus. Indoors. Why? Nope.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Ooh, big, shiny. Bucket. Merch. Can I have? Office decorations, bucket. That says the name. Why are those playing? Oh! Ooh, very
For the
fancy.
Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Sounds
So with
about
that
right.
in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
I mean, it worked
Isn't
for
that
Fallout 4, right?
wonderful?
Codsworth says the name of your character.
Jim.
Sorry,
Not quite.
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the
If
final
Jim
game,
was
this
my
button
name,
will say
that would have been
your
great.
name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really
Okay,
simulate the full
okay,
experience
I'll be
of
Jim.
this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a
I'm
deep breath,
Jim.
clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply
Oh, come
become
on,
a
I was
person
alright,
named
that's okay.
Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim,
Ah,
seizing
my
all
wife,
the world's
Jim,
possibilities
left me.
as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams
My
crumble into
dreams
dust.
crumbled into dust
Do
of
you feel it
becoming the
deeply?
best
Are you
Jim.
really, truly Jim right now?
I swear that on you, Jim, and Jim back at home, and our mother, Jim.
I'm
If
Jimming.
so, then please step forward and press the button.
All my life has led to this point. I have to hear my name, Jim. It's Jim. Please just say Jim.
Jim.
Wow.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
My life's
The
work is
button described
complete.
You. Do it
For
again,
I
do it
am
again.
Jim.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a
Jim
break
said
from
Jim
the Jim button.
agrees.
I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
Too
I'm
much,
putting the Jim
Jim.
button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you
Jim.
actually are.
Jim.
Well, I got 2 extra gems out of it. Well, that was a fun exercise in Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2.
You
That
could,
would
but I
actually
might
save me
actually,
the work of finishing this feature.
Kinda ruin your audience. You know, you'd have a much smaller audience. That seems like it leads somewhere, but I want to see the bucket. Oh, what's back here? No screenshots. I'm gonna keep taking screenshots as long as it
A
tells me
common
not
complaint
to.
of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical,
Mm-hmm,
that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in
Engendered.
those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your
Ooh, a
heart.
bucket.
It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You
Bucket!
may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
Give me the
it's a
bucket.
much more convenient solution for
Give me
me
the bucket.
than actually redesigning the game to be
bucket,
less
bucket, bucket.
uncomfortable.
Give me the
Can you
bucket.
imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
A pain in the
Yes,
ass. Give me the bucket.
The bucket is the perfect solution.
Yeah,
Come
bucket.
on, give it a try.
Bucket. Bucket! Woo!
Can you feel it?
Yeah!
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
Bucket.
must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact,
Woo, chat.
can I say that I
Bucket.
do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma
Ooh,
as well?
charisma.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Well,
The
about
benefits
that.
of the bucket seem to go on and
Hey.
on, don't they?
They do.
All this and more await you in
Hey,
the
you like
Stanley
my
Parable
bucket?
2.
Is that a bucket in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Can I take the bucket? I can
Does
take the
anyone give
bucket.
out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a
They
video game?
should. It's very
There really
enjoyable.
should be an award if it
They
isn't
really
already.
should. Alright, I like the idea of infinity hole a bit more than office decorations, but let's see.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I like Get Well Someday. I know that one's more colourful, but it's too colourful. This one's like tasteful for the office, you know? Yeah, I'm thinking that one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually
the other
really
one.
wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
Mm-hmm. Cool, man. Oh. Pictures. Interesting.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've
made
made
the
my
backup?
decision. We're moving on.
Achievement, you say? Probably very serious. Oh my gosh.
Now, here's
That
something
easy?
special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Wow.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Bang.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist.
Ah.
Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley,
Not
but I
a
guarantee
wizard,
it will
Stanley.
be fixed in the sequel.
You're
to
a
at
wizard,
last satisfy
Stanley.
the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will
Make it happen now. I paid $20 for this. Make it happen now. I'm an entitled gamer. Do the thing now, not whenever it's ready. Time to leave a negative review.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen
Where was
yet?
the infinite hole? You said there was an infinite hole and I haven't. Jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
I don't have any left.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece,
Can I
then.
have one more jump, Mr. Narrator? Please? Aww. It's okay, I have bucket. The button that says gym. You know, that is more accurate. Oh, it's dark.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll
I'm
run
gonna walk
around
off
gathering
the
up these
edge.
miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to
Wow.
stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wow. Could it be? Stanley? After all these years? Okay. Wow. 1 of 6. I only have one.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
The infinite hole. I found it. No, good to know.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Never.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Forever?
right. Infinite falling. You can
Do I-
fall until
do I-
the
do I
end of
want to?
time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video
Okay,
games.
how do I
is a
get
medium.
out? If I don't want to fall forever and ever, how do I get out? I don't want to go back all the way to the start. Fine.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
We
One
might
of my
be here
more
a while.
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue on.
Ah, okay. I'll fall for a bit longer and then I'll press the teleport button.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
I will.
Maybe
Soon.
do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum
Oh,
of
why?
things.
Is it not really infinite? Did you lie to me?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the
You
infiniteness
lied
of the
to me.
hole.
I
Is it a
knew
very,
it.
very deep hole?
I knew it.
Certainly
You
not.
lied.
It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say
Liar.
that it isn't an astonishingly
Stop lying.
deep
If
hole.
you're
It
lying
is.
right now,
is it
stop.
infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ah.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so
You
clever.
are, actually.
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by
You
falling.
said infinite,
What normal
and it
person
wasn't
actually
infinite.
wants to fall
You
infinitely?
lied.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
You're a liar.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I guess it's less of a lie. Isn't it, narrator? Will he say anything if I don't? Alright, fine.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Let's stay a bucket with me. Bucket makes everything better. We've still got the posters up. Did you change your name over here? Yes. Okay. Fine. What's this? Avoid? Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, is that all you had to say about that? That's disappointing. Well, I must say, I'm impressed, but there's not much game. You have things to work on, sir.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
I
Ready to
think
move
so.
on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
An experiment?
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not
Alright.
coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Let's see.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Version 2. Impressive.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Yeah, it's kind of gimmicky.
I wanted more than
Okay.
anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Have
I
you
wanted
considered
fans
what
to
the
love
magic
it.
of the first
No matter
game
how good these
was?
gags are, they won't stand on their own.
You
They
don't
would
say.
need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait,
Maybe that's
maybe
it.
that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Isn't that
Tastefully,
just
of
what
course,
Ultra Deluxe
with
is?
respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could.
Maybe.
But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Okay, okay.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I'm looking. Oh. Spooky.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him,
Yeah,
begging him to
bucket.
pick it up.
Where is it?
Why was he not doing it?
Bucket? Where bucket? Bucket? Bucket. Bucket? Bucket? Bucket! I didn't see the
picked
bucket.
up the bucket.
Yeah, a bucket. I did not see the bucket. Maybe make that more obvious. Put like sprinkles and a shining spotlight.
Stanley
make a
clutched the
sound.
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Just
This
like
was
old
not
times,
the
eh?
direct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Yeah,
telling him
bucket.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Wow.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes,
Yeah.
Stanley thought to himself.
It
Yes,
truly
perhaps it
was.
truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Very insightful. I love this bucket. This is my new best friend.
No, never
No,
mind.
no, 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 no,
The
no,
bucket
no,
was
no, no,
wrong.
no, 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 no.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting
No,
room.
Bucket, I'm sorry. He's locked me out. Alright, Bucket, call me over here.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Ahaha, I see things. An event. This doesn't seem very, secure.
You found one of them. One of the miniature
Wow.
Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Bucket. Then guide me. If I fall there, will I die? It's a bit lower. Probably. Very dark. Oh, much less dark. Ooh, spooky. Dark? No dark. What's this? In here.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
Feels like I should be in a noir film or something.
Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
Bucket.
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
A bucket.
And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
That's a bucket.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Look, I know it's a bucket, but don't fuck it.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This
Sir, I did not like where you're
is
going
my
with that.
golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets
Sir?
out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
Parada? What the hell? What the hell did I just listen to? Well, I don't know what the hell just happened there, but there's a phone ringing. Other phone? This phone.
Hi, Stanley. I just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar,
Shopping list.
some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything
I don't
that
like
forgot.
coffee.
Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
I don't even eat or drink. The bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
And we didn't
Stanley
cross
touched
the
the
thing,
bucket tightly
so...
to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
The cargo lift, yes. Good.
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not
What is a
question
bucket?
why or how this bucket was speaking.
I mean,
to
it's
him.
not as weird
It
as
should
an
have
narrator,
alarmed
let's
him,
be
of course,
honest.
because buckets can't talk.
Yeah, but neither can,
Stanley
like,
chose not to
disembodied
think about this
voices
obvious
in, like,
fact.
the sky.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly
Maybe
did
I'm just
whatever the
crazy.
bucket asked,
In here.
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
The bucket.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Okay, bucket.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Bucket! Come to me. Let's go, bucket.
The Stanley
Why
Parable
bucket?
Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
Where is the bucket?
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Bucket! Okay, bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Bucket. Back to work.
I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
Bucket.
Listen to me.
Bucket.
It's just a bucket.
Bucket.
It can't think. It can't talk. All
Yeah,
it would ever
bucket.
truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different
Isn't it
location.
great, though?
That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Bucket! Don't listen to the loud man. Press G for us to go back home. Let's go, bucket friend.
You see,
It's
he's
dark.
not listening. He's still
It's-
taking orders from the
it's dark.
bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from, me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket, this stupid hunk of metal.
Bucket. Bucket.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket.
It is shiny.
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
I like the shiny. Whoa! Bucket! Yeah, of course cereal. Let's go home, bucket.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
Appealing?
Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Yeah, bucket's great. Bucket. B
Oh
for
my
bucket.
God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
Yeah,
Why do I feel some
bucket.
need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Bucket. Bucket. Go home to work to home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket.
Oh.
No, no, no,
What-
no, no,
what
no,
kind
no.
of
What's going on?
feelings?
Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has
The
to say.
bucket.
Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
No.
Perhaps if I had
That's
the
a
bucket,
sexy
this would be
bucket.
less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, bucket. Bedroom bucket? Why? I never guessed you'd be so dirty, bucket.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
What? No.
Give it to me. Give
No.
me the bucket,
I
Stanley.
refuse.
I need it.
No.
Give it to me
No.
now. Give it, or I'll...
No. My bucket. Where is bucket?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
But-
mean?
But where's bucket?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No. How could you? We're about to make sweet, sweet love. Bucket! Bucket, bucket,
The
bucket, bucket.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley
Yeah,
embraced
bucket.
the bucket.
Woo, bucket. Look, I know it says not to fuck it, but it is a good bucket, let's be honest. I mean, when it's laying on the bed so like seductively
Stanley
like
clutched
that,
the bucket tightly
you
to
know,
his chest.
you kind of
and
have
entered,
to.
But this was not the
you know,
direct way to
you
the meeting
can't say
room.
no to that.
But Stanley
you know,
had
not
felt the
those
bucket
eyes.
calling to him,
right?
telling him that the employee lounge
can't
was
say no to
simply the
those
place
eyes.
to be.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something
Can you?
up there I need you to do.
What happens
Stanley
if I
did
jump
not
off and try
question
to get
why
through
or
that
how
door?
this bucket was
Or
speaking
that
to
door?
him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
I wanna
But
try
Stanley
one
chose
thing, but then
not
I
to
wanna
think
try
about this
this.
obvious fact.
Okay, bucket. Wow.
Now pick up the phone.
No.
Said the bucket. Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
You don't speak for bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy
Or
that
is
one can
there?
watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look. As I spin around the table.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Oh,
Let's
well, that's
dive
good.
deeper.
Glad it.
If
glad
you've
it
ever
covered.
told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than
know
76
about that.
degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
These are the
not there.
optimal conditions for good
no,
comedic
no.
timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name.
Sherry.
Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke,
S-H-E-R-R-Y.
including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh.
You must
and then
laugh now.
Spell out your name a second time. With these steps
Sherry.
complete, it's time to begin the humor.
S-H-E-R-R-Y.
Speak the
Laugh,
entire
bitch.
joke in no more than 18 seconds
Laugh.
and no less than 13
You're
and a half.
supposed to laugh.
Pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener
The
that the
joke's
joke is
over.
over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, I'm Dunny
I'm Dunny
with the funny. Let's practice screaming, I'm Dunny
I
with
just
the
did.
funny
I
now.
think I nailed it. Yeah, I think I nailed it. I nailed it. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
Oh, surveys.
Collecting hard data from your audience on
Yeah.
how rapt they were throughout the
How
joke
good was it?
is the only way to grow
How
or
much did
learn
you
as a
laugh?
comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long
This one's
and should
50
include the
pages.
same question reprinted several times, just
tell
to
me.
ensure the survey taker is actually
How-
paying
how
attention
good is
and
it?
not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all
Pay
there
attention,
is.
Dad.
With these strategies at your disposal,
attention.
you'll have audiences doubled over
pull
in
this out
laughter
again.
and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all,
Gut-busting little
with
scamp.
each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles.
I can fight.
All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble
I can
cause,
fight.
just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Godspeed.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no
just a
matter.
little.
I think the fundamentals of proper
I'm
comedic
Johnny
timing
with the
are
fun.
still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors
Sure.
and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic
Yeah,
delivery.
let's go.
Come along,
Let's go.
let's head back.
Let's see what you learned. And the
I
platform
can
is
feel it. This time,
unobtainable.
I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now?
Who knows?
Well, I
dude,
wouldn't be the
honestly.
king of comedy, that's for sure.
That's definitely sure, yeah.
The
you won't be
bucket
king of
spoke to
comedy.
Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink
You should start with
things.
saying your name and spelling it, remember? That's what they told us.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay. This doesn't seem correct.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
Yeah,
There was
this is
supposed to be a
pretty weird.
build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land.
You didn't
Not
say
the
your
way it was
name
meant
and
to.
spell it like
And
you're
it's
supposed
all
to.
my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What
Yeah,
an egregious
that's not-
mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing.
No.
I'm not even
You're
the
pleasant
lowliest
to
joke-telling
commentate.
whelp.
Comedy.
I think I need to go back and rewatch that
you can watch it
instructional
without me.
video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Do we find the skip button?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
You're supposed to say your name, but you watched it twice and then got that.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Okay.
Here we go. You ready?
Fine.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is
It said
all
to go
covered
on
very
that.
clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed
Yeah,
in the
that's
community
true.
of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Up, here goes again.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not... Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is.
I think you just don't know how to pay attention. It clearly said, say your name, spell it out, tell them when to laugh, say I'm Dunny with the funny at the top of your voice, don't forget to put your arm in the air, and then you give him a survey. Alright, I know I love Bucket, but I want to see if I can get to that platform without Bucket. Wow, great.
The lounge was
Anyway,
grand,
continue.
majestic, perhaps too majestic.
Different
Like a
wording.
combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable.
You
and he
don't
started
say.
to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
Well, that was
But
fucking weird.
eager
And
to
also,
get
I
back
don't
to
bleed,
business,
so
Stanley took the first open door
around.
on his left.
there it is. This. I want to go
Look,
into
Stanley, I
this.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
No,
I'm
I
not
have a
your
plan.
enemy,
I
really,
have a
I'm not.
plan.
I realize that investing your
man.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but
all
you
according
all
to
this
plan.
time. There's
We just
someone you've
jump
been
off.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you
Here.
forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Danger.
that
Danger
convinced that I want something
everywhere.
bad to happen to you?
No, I
Why,
just wanna see
I
what
don't know
this
how to
is.
convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
No,
Look,
I wanna
let me
go- I
prove
wanna
it.
go here.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes,
No.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
The rain. What did he say? Red door? Blue door? I don't remember. I'm going the blue one.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh,
Stanley
close
walked through the red door.
Right, blue one. Gotcha.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly
Sneaky
what's
bit.
out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Is it a
don't
brick
let
wall?
me stop you.
It's a void.
You see?
Oh,
There's nothing here.
more than a
I haven't
void.
even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Oh god, you're
Broken
not getting
rooms,
it.
exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a
You
lot of
didn't
time
even
into
write the
that?
story to
Because
go
I
this
did.
direction.
And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work
I
with
want
me.
my
You've given me
jumps.
absolutely nothing so far.
I want my jumps.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some
Okay,
feedback.
okay. And
There
then
we
I wanna
go.
jump.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay. There wasn't a middle door before, right?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I like choices.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you.
Yeah,
If I can
spooky
be honest
doll.
here,
Choices.
I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling.
Yeah.
Here, based on
More
the data
choices.
from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Sure, man. Oh,
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
Good old-
honest answers, please.
no. 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 Oh. Um. Narrator? Little help? I'm stuck. Soft locked by a broken door.
There we go. a third
Okay,
option.
I'm not going
This
through it
already
because
feels
it's
leaps ahead of
not
where
good.
we were before. Go ahead, Stan. Okay, I'm going to stop
I-
you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
Less good
Would
now
you
I know
say
it
that the game
soft-locks me.
benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yeah.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for
did
some real
soft-lock
critical
me.
feedback here.
But I like the idea. It's
Oh, of
soft-locked me.
course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion,
It's
you know?
soft-lock me.
Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes?
It's
Wonderful.
soft-locked me. Come on, I like the idea, but
Here,
it's soft-locked me.
based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Don't go through the soft-lock door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard
No.
helped you feel motivated to
Don't
keep
like
walking
it.
through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Hate it, actually.
Hey,
really
I
don't
nearly
like
forgot.
it.
I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on,
Not even
and
gonna
now
come
would be a
on.
lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
Let's go.
Let me boot it up.
Sure, man.
In this game,
Baby
the baby
fire.
crawls left
Here it is, I
towards
found it.
danger. You click
Finally.
the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Kill the baby. Yeah.
Heartless
Burn.
bastard.
Burn.
Did you do it because you hate babies
Yeah.
or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm
Hate the
completely out
baby.
of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience
No
for me.
babies.
I'm not even going to try.
Make it a puppy
I'm
and
out.
now press
I'm
the
out.
button.
I'm done.
It's
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, man. Firewatch. I love this.
Fascinating.
I
What do
wanna
you
play
think
this on
game
stream
is about,
sometime.
Stanley? What's our backstory? What is
this
our
game's great.
motivation?
We're
But it seems
we're a
obvious to
person
me that you are
from
meant to play as a
fire-
creepy
well,
man,
no,
spying
no,
on
no,
innocent
no.
civilians below you
We
from
protect
up
people
high in
from
your
fires and
tower.
look out for the
Perhaps for
fires.
some sort of twisted
And we
erotic
talk to a
purpose.
woman from like across
Yes,
the way
that must
on
be
the
it.
radio.
What a fascinating
also,
venture into the
like the
experience
fire
of
ranger.
total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley.
Yeah,
and
I
it
love
seems
this
there's even
game too.
more.
Look at the art,
Come,
it's so
let's
nice.
venture outward and see what else is out there.
This game's so good. I need to play this game on stream. I really need to play this. I wonder how much this Firewatch's players have like increased because this game has a cameo. I wonder how many people have gone like, oh yeah, I need to play Firewatch. I definitely want to play it on a variety day. It's on my list. Maybe next variety day.
Oh no.
That would be nice.
No, it can't be.
No, this game's gorgeous, dude.
It is.
You
It's
imported
an
like a whole
open
section
world
of this
game.
game?
Good God, quickly block it off.
No.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
It's not even that
Really
open
wandered off
world.
into
You have
that-
to wander
that
to like specific
thing,
places.
That
It's
big
very linear.
open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions,
wrong, it's
no
not even
path to
open
follow. You
world.
can just go in any.
That's not even true.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided
What a
it.
hole.
We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
No, we're not.
Okay, I'm
Let's
going to
go
get us
for
out of
this
here.
game.
Let's
We're in the
find
woods.
another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Sure, man. Did they like own Firewatch? Did they make
I think
Firewatch as well
this
as Stanley
will be
Parable?
just
Is
the
it the same
thing.
studio? How do they have the rights to put this? Okay, they definitely didn't make Rocket
Wonderful.
League.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in.
How do you
There isn't
keep
any
importing
possibility
all of,
that
like,
you could get lost
various
here.
games?
Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get
Oh,
lost
you're
in this
just
game, I
yoinking
will
the
be
game.
phenomenally impressed.
Sure, man, I'll go walk into the goal.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's
We
see.
hit a ball around with cars.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Yeah,
Stanley, I
sports
think
ball.
it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We
I'm
shall
a
run
big
the
sports
bases
ball
and do a
fan.
touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
I wanna go in the
Okay,
goal.
Stanley, here's the ball.
I'm the
Have
ball.
fun.
I'm the ball. Oh, and faster. Oh, I can sprint.
Hold
Void.
on. What are you doing?
I didn't get to play with the ball. But I did get to find the void. I kind of wish I
Stanley, don't do
just
that.
played
I
with the ball.
can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Oh, well, I'm
How
stuck.
will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, he's gone. Well, he fucking died. Whenever I look, it's like I just fall out of the world. Oh, time to fall. Well, it's probably facing that way, so I'm gonna look behind me. Ah, nothing. Ooh, a light. Spooky. Ah. Ah, nothing. Back this way.
I wonder what he found.
Yeah, me too.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
Maybe.
I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
How soon?
I can wait. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Okay, give me the ball. Woo, massive ball. Wow, that really is big. That is a huge ball. Bonk.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it
Sure,
better than
man.
my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball
Sportsologist?
generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple
Let's
balls
not put it
makes
that
for
way.
an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes
Euphoric.
another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley,
not
I'm
sure
like a
like
child in a
Yakuma
confectionery shop.
balls.
I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Bonk. This guy really loves his balls. Bonk. Bonk.
Are you enjoying this,
Bonk.
Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're
It's
having
missing
a
the
good time, because
cars,
guess
but-
what? It's over.
Oh.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You
But
get to
why?
have fun when I let you, Stanley.
Well, that's
Besides,
just
you
rude.
need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows?
Why would you
You're an
do
inventive
this?
kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
But I'm taking bucket with me this time. Let's see if anything's different.
Warmth spread through Stanley's
That's our
arms.
person.
With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
There might not be bucket dialogue here.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay
I
to bring
didn't
the
see the
bucket
sign.
here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think
This
we
is
have to do
bucket.
something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
This bucket.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Is this a bucket? Am I inside a bucket?
Now
This
then,
seems like a bucket.
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay,
Simply
I'm
enough,
good
right?
at this.
This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Nervous. Oof, bucket. Okay.
Item 1.
Okay, I know that
Is
one. That one's
this
a bucket.
bucket?
Yeah, that one's a bucket.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Okay, that looks like a bucket.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure I'll get the next one.
Item 3.
Okay,
Is
okay.
this a bucket?
That one definitely looks like a bucket.
Correct. This is
I
a
was right,
bucket.
that's a bucket. Okay.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
That is a funny looking bucket, but I do think it's a bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
No,
It's an
it's a
enormous
bucket.
machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on
No,
earth did you
but
manage to screw it up?
buckets do-
Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Seems like a bucket to me.
Is this a bucket?
I mean, the other one wasn't a bucket, so clearly this one has to be a bucket, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
This is
see,
a
that's the
bucket.
bucket. And yet, counter.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, that one's not a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
No, that's it. That's not a bucket.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait,
Well-
when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything
Yeah,
is a bucket,
yeah,
which of
everything's
course
a
is
bucket?
not true.
Oh, okay, everything's
Is
a
that what
bucket.
you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
No, there's that one thing that wasn't a bucket. Yeah, everything's a bucket. The universe is a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Yeah,
What is a
we're in a
bucket?
big
What isn't
bucket.
a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Yeah, now you
Do
got it.
any of us know what a bucket is?
Are you a
Am
bucket?
I a
I think
bucket?
the universe is a bucket. It's all
Stanley,
one
I
big
can't
bucket.
keep doing this. I'm
You are a
losing myself,
bucket.
and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets
No,
from the game
no,
entirely.
no.
Okay.
That's
Here
illegal.
we go.
No. Not my bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Bucket.
Why did everything disappear? Wait, was
Everything's
everything
a
a bucket?
bucket.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea.
You killed my
How
bucket.
could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Yes, you are.
And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is
I'm not
wonderful
I'm
news.
not a bucket?
We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And
Okay.
we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you
Yeah.
run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Okay, okay.
Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Yeah, that
All
would
right,
really mess
here
them
we
up.
go. Stanley walked through the red door.
The red. Got it.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of
No,
us always
it's
trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I
I don't
wanted
see
to
that.
stop. We would both be so much happier if
disagree.
we just stopped.
No.
And I think I
So
have
it's
a
getting
solution.
smaller.
Here, let me show you.
Alright, fine. Jeez.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Good question. Fair enough.
Here.
Space.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Oh, it's close. Something on. Switch eyes. I'm afraid of that. Was it keeping this? Maybe. That's right now. It's like I think yellow. Just keeping this right. Something like that. What's next? What's next? What's next? Oh, that's one. Oh. Not back. I think these are those. Okay, that's enough happiness for you.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Everything gets
Oh, no.
worse in...
Stay away from those
Too much
stairs.
of anything.
If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Well, I don't know if I want to reset, but... Listen,
Please,
too much of a
no,
good
Stanley, let
thing
me stay here.
is a
Don't
bad
take this
thing.
from me.
Oh, I have
Please,
nothing.
Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Okay, bye. I'll go back down, Debated, I'm gonna jump. Yeet!
No! Oh, thank God. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Yeet.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes, perhaps you can.
Yeah,
Perhaps you
there we
finally
go.
see what I'm talking about.
Wow. Here, have one last look at it.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Wow. Alright, well, I think that's your last look.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
No.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
No.
You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
That part
Am I
maybe.
reading the situation correctly?
Possibly. Whee! Bonk!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted
we
to
were,
make a choice
but,
after all.
Too much of a
Well,
good
this
thing and
one
all
is
that.
yours.
Too much of a good thing and all that.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Well, I think we've seen most of the content. There might be a few secrets left, but we've seen pretty much everything. So I think I'm gonna call it there. Hello. So that was a fun game. I enjoyed it. I think there's still some things I didn't see, but I don't really know what they are or how to get to them. I think we've got enough that I don't really need to do another playthrough. I think I've got just about everything.